Welcome back to the Good Folks Podcast, everybody. Super glad you could join us this week. Nico, what's going on, bud?
Not much. School's kind of winding down.
Hey,
Got a little sippy sip.
drink that.
School's winding down, so we have finals in, I guess, 3 weeks. So this upcoming week, we just have a bunch of projects for dumb classes, basically like research and inquiry. We have two projects. We have a project for clinical medicine, which is due Tuesday, and we have to look at an old person doing a functional reach test. Isn't that fun? In moving science.
But it's like a legit old person.
Yeah, that'll probably be my Nana. So she's kind of a local old person that we know. So.
You should do your grandpa, actually.
Yeah, true. I don't know if she's supposed to be healthy or have oh my gosh, comorbidities.
Very good.
But yeah, so
Yeah.
we'll be doing that, and just all that's going to be due this week, and then studying and so many exams. But then I'll have a week break and go back to school for the summer.
Hey, a week break, baby.
Yeah, that week break is going to feel
Good.
so nice.
School's winding down, just to ramp back up.
Yeah.
What was I going to ask you? How many credit hours do you take in a semester?
Oh, well, first year is easily the worst. First semester is 25,
Oh my gosh.
This
Is it all PT stuff? Or is there some
all PT. There's
Holy
no
smokes.
extra or what are the extra classes called?
extracurricular
Yeah,
curriculum?
something like that. Yeah, yeah.
Um,
This semester it's a lot easier, 24 credit hours, so they shaved off some for us.
Gen-
No, not
Gen
gen eds. I can't think of it.
anyway,
Shoot, those classes. Yeah.
it's okay, buddy.
But no, it's all PT classes. First semester was really tough because you have human anatomy, which we cut open a dead body. We cut open a cadaver. There's some good stories from that because you have to cut open the gonads.
The bulls.
Yeah, you got to flip that dude a bunch.
Yeah. So when you open the nuts,
Mm-hmm.
explain.
Well, you start at the lower abs.
I don't care about any of that.
And then we work our way down to the Ghibli bit. I was gonna say the Ghibli bits. But yeah, and then we literally just we take it and cut it wide open and pull out one of the testes. Yeah.
And
we
do they
at-
look like? I always figured a testy would look. I mean, obviously, I know that you have the gland that it's attached to, right?
Mhm.
But I always figured the testy itself would look like the little magnet balls that stick together, like the silver magnet.
Low key. It's just an oval
Yeah.
one of those. It's pretty thin,
Yeah.
and I don't know if that's because the formaldehyde and all that stuff, the chemicals that keep them embalmed or what. But yeah, it's like a thin kind of disc
Dang.
thing. But it's gnarly. I
wanna
couldn't do it.
I-
We had one of our
I want to
female.
see. I want to see.
Yeah, it's a pretty interesting lab,
Get the
especially for
get the butter knife.
the butt.
Spread them legs, boy.
No. Oh gosh.
Yep. Let me cut them bad boys open.
How was your week? After all that, let's talk about. Did you work this week?
Yeah.
You worked
What's
every day.
today? Today's okay. Let's
Today's
see.
Sunday.
Last time it's wow. Tired.
Am I boring you already?
No, it's not that, man. It's not that.
Loki, I'm exhausted.
I don't know. I don't know.
Pickleball in the heat. I forgot how
That
taxing it is.
It was good. I worked a few days and yeah, I mean, I had a good week. I don't know if there's anything particular that I
No
did.
cool stories.
No,
Oh,
I
well.
just
We
yeah.
me and Hannah, I won't describe why we were there, but we had to go to the ER, and it was at where you used to work, Community South. So we went to the ER. Nothing major, nothing super serious, dire need, but it was more than a PCP, just a regular doctor. So wanted to get it checked out for her, and we spent 3.5 hours there.
That's not too bad. That's a quick ER visit.
That's a quick ER visit. I felt like I was gonna die.
That's pretty quick.
But I have a couple. Well, I only have one good story. No, I have a couple. The first one I wrote down in my notes says ER knife. So at Community South, is it a ghetto hospital?
No.
I was gonna say it's like in Greenwood,
Yeah,
so
but
it's not like too
yeah,
bad.
the 90, I'd say like 80%, maybe higher than that. A very large percentage of patients that go into any ER are just pretty much ghetto in general.
Fair.
No matter if you're in a nice area or not, because the people who go into the ER are the people who don't take care of themselves.
Yeah. So I guess this lady had cut her finger or some her hand because she had it like wrapped up, and she was pretty calm. She wasn't like crying or like making any noise. I think she just cut it maybe deeper than she wanted to.
You said her hand or her finger?
I don't know. She had it wrapped up.
Oh.
So it was in a towel, and she was like waiting to be seen, and she had already checked in, but her husband is this like 5'4", like 7-year-old, country dude wearing like a veteran's hat and a jacket, all this stuff. So me and Hannah are right behind him when we're checking in, and he goes through these metal detectors that you go before you see the police officer or whoever the security guard is who checks him in.
Yeah, yeah.
And he walks through the detector. His little 5'4" kind of like waddles through it, and he said something off. She's like, "What do you got on you?" She said, "Can you empty out your pockets real quick?" He was like, "Sure." She's like, "I got my phone and my keys. Like, is that gonna trip it up?" She was like, "No, not usually, but maybe it's." He had like hearing aids too, so I was like, "Maybe it's those." She was like, "Go ahead and go back through it for me just to make sure it wasn't those things." So he goes back through and he trips it again. He's like, "Maybe it is my hearing aids." She was like, No, it's pretty good at detecting like specific like, and on the thing it's like flashing like no guns, no knives. And I'm thinking this dude like has a gun, maybe. So he goes through again, and he's getting heated. Like his accent's starting to show a little bit. He's like, "I can't believe we can't just get seen by this stupid ER." And he goes through again and trips it. And she's like, "Okay, can I just pat you down real quick? I'm not saying you have anything." He was like, "Yeah." She pats him down. She's like, "What's in your breast pocket?" He just pulls out like a 4-inch pocket knife that he's been holding this entire time. She's like, "Did you not like read the sign or anything?" He was like, "I just forgot it was there." I was like, "What are you doing, brother?"
Yeah. Yeah, that's just. I will say, the fact that Community South has metal detectors and police officers checking in patients is very cool, because we don't have that at all.
Oh, you don't?
It's so hard to get a hold of our security, because like if something happens, we have like a little thing under the desk that we can pull. It's like a alarm, and that'll trip. Like, I don't know, it'll alarm security's office, and then they'll come running. It still takes, because our office it's in a weird spot, so it's like kind of far. So it still takes them a while. But if we're told not to pull that unless it's like really, really emergency, because we're supposed to get on the phone and call security, but it sends you to an operator, and then the operator has to connect you with security. So it takes so long. So if you're in like a dangerous situation, it doesn't matter.
Security's got it easy over at your hospital.
Literally so easy.
They just never do anything.
I mean, they're
hiding,
and they're helpful. They do, and they're helpful when they get to us on time.
Every 25th patient that needs
I'm sure that they know that it's just a broken system. I mean, we've brought it up to management and everything. Like, this is ridiculous. Like,
you have to call a hotline.
We had a lady. I wasn't there this night, but I was told multiple stories. We have like a behavioral section of the ER.
That sounds fun.
It's like three rooms, and they put in like patients who are I don't want to say crazy, but
not sane.
Not sane.
Yeah, they're a little off their rocker.
There was a young woman who was like, I don't know if she was suicidal, homicidal, I don't know. She was put in the room, and they are just blank walls, and then you shut the door, and it's like just you and like, I'd go insane if I were sitting in this room.
Yeah.
And the doctor went in there to talk to her, Dr. Markwood. No, I can't say that. Can I say that? I don't know. Robin told me to stop dropping last names.
I agree. Just say the doctor.
Dr. M went in, and she...
It's a woman doctor or the
It's a woman
patient?
doctor. It's one of our woman ER doctors. She went in.
We're inclusive, yeah.
She started talking to the patient, and then like when she left, she like turned her back and started walking out the door, and I guess the patient like got up and swung, like punched her in the face.
Oh.
But the patient was stupid because the nurse who was sitting in the behavioral pod at the time, who was like assigned to that behavioral pod at the time, his name is Brad, and Brad is absolutely jacked.
Let's go.
Padded jack, dude. He
Brad.
like tackled her or something. I don't even know
Yeah,
what
I
happened.
wish I could have seen
But
that.
I guess he jacked up his shoulder and
Oh.
trying to do it. He's probably like he's in his 40s, I'm gonna assume. But he's like he's jacked. Like he's
He's been
so
waiting for
nice.
this
Like to
moment.
us staff, like he's nice, but to like anybody else, he just looks hard. Like,
Yeah.
he looks like
You
he's
kinda
got
need
a
that.
hard shell. And he was like the perfect person to have in there when she got walloped.
He's been waiting for this moment. This is what he trains for.
Yeah.
He like looks into every room. He's like, "Is she causing a disturbance? Do I need to like body check her real quick?"
Well, what sucks is
She's like,
like
"No, Brad. Go."
my whole
no,
point
we're
is
good
like
here."
the behavioral pod is actually really close to the security's office, but still, even at that, she was punched in the face, and like the
Yeah.
nurse is the first one to have to intervene, and not an officer,
Yeah.
which sucks, you know. But it was a perfect nurse to intervene. So.
Yeah. Brad's on duty, baby.
And sometimes the behavioral unit's really fun because like they say some. I mean, just the patients say some absolutely gnarly things. I can't remember what it was. I'll try and think of it, but someone said something so crazy the other day while I was in there. It was so funny. It was something about like, I don't know, doing coke, but like in a weird way. It was weird.
Some butt coke.
No, I think it was like snorting a line off of.
Sketchy stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
Stuff that we're not familiar with. Let's
Yeah.
just say that.
It was insane, but it got me rolling. It had me laughing.
Yeah.
They make me laugh, man.
Kicking your feet in the air. Take one. What's Robin say? What'd she say at group
Oh,
Thursday? She's like, "You got me giggling and kicking my feet in the air." or
Yeah.
something. She said that 16 times.
she did say that a lot.
She was really into that.
Yeah, she was.
I felt like I don't like hospitals in general, but like in the ER, I felt like, have you seen those TikToks where they like about to do something and then they look to the right and it shows like a little video of like something going wrong, like with golf. It's like first tee box. And you
Oh,
look to your
yeah,
right, and
yeah.
it's like some dude crashing his car in the water, and then he looks to his left, sees something else going, looks to the right.
Yeah.
He's like, not today.
Yeah.
I felt like I was in that because I look to my left and I see,
Pocket
5'4",
knife, yeah.
pocket knife boy,
Yeah.
just apparently forget he has a lethal weapon like in his breast pocket waiting
Yeah.
to be seen. Then I look to my right and there's like this woman actually getting checked in like with a nurse at the whatever you call it, and she's probably on drugs because she
The
had
nurse
rainbow.
was?
No, not the nurse. The nurse isn't on drugs.
I was like, what?
Hey, you would think. No, the
Oh.
patient. She was like, "I'm just bleeding everywhere. You gotta help me." And she was like kind of a younger white lady, and she has like rainbow hair.
Was she bleeding?
I couldn't even see. The nurse was like, "I don't think you're bleeding, ma'am." She goes, "Yes, I am. You gotta check down here." And she points like
To the
to somewhere else.
Mhm.
Nurse was like,
To the-
I don't think you are. And she goes, "Yeah, I am."
She
And I
pointed-
looked to my left, and there's like this dude who just got hit by a bus, like in a wheelchair or something. Like, I don't know. Everything is just happening in the ER. But Hannah finally got seen by a nurse who looked like the villain in Avatar.
I don't know.
You ever seen that guy?
Mm-mm.
Think of
Was
another
it a
one.
dude?
You ever seen Small Soldiers?
Was it a dude?
No.
No, I've never seen that. It was a woman.
Yes. I'm trying to describe. She looked like a drill sergeant. She had like, high and tight, fade.
Oh.
Yeah, she was probably in her 50s, but she looked like her 80s. But she was real perky. She came in and I forget what her name was, but after everything she said, she started out, she was like, "Hi, honey, how you doing?" And so Hannah's talking to her, and she's like, "Okay, baby, we'll get you started." I was like, "Why is she calling you everything in the book?" And then eventually she goes, "Thank you," and walks out the room. And all she did was take Hannah's information, and she wasn't even our nurse. But I was not expecting that. She looked like every
Yeah, I mean that's pretty much how it goes.
stereotypical like drill sergeant.
Yeah.
I just can't think of one that apparently you know, because I named like two pretty good examples, but
Yeah.
you didn't know. So.
The ER is interesting because like if it's like not a serious situation, the doctor's like they put in the orders and we just do what we're told. We don't like
Yeah.
I don't critically think unless it's like someone's dying. I don't
Yeah.
critically think. I just like I look
That's
at the
fair.
orders and like I'm gonna do this. And sometimes they're like, "Why are you doing this?" I'm like, "Doctor told me to."
Yeah.
Doctor's
Somebody told me
orders.
to.
Doctor's orders.
Ooh, good.
Yeah.
Heard that before.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's legitimate, man. Dude, I had this. Oh, it makes me so sad thinking about. I had this old lady patient. She was like 87 years old, the sweetest old lady I've probably ever run across in my entire life. And she came in. We're like, I was like, my name is Max. I'm gonna be your nurse for the next few hours. What's going on today? And she was like, I'm having like, she's like, for the last 2 weeks I've been having this chest pain, and she's like, sometimes it goes to my back and stuff, and I just haven't been feeling really good. And I was like, okay, well, we'll get you taken care of. And I like hook the EKG. Like the first thing I do is I hook the EKG leads up to her or whatnot, and I take a quick EKG and like it prints out and it says STEMI, which is like a heart attack. And I like immediately grab, I like rip it and I grab it. I'm like, all right, I'll be right back, and I like rush it to the doctor.
Wilma.
And I'm like,
We got something serious.
I'm like, this is the EKG on the patient here. And she's like, oh, that actually looks pretty serious. I'll be in there in just a second. So I go back in there and I like hook her back up to the leads, and I get a second EKG, and like the doctor comes in. She's like, your EKG is really concerning to me. To me, it looks like you're having a heart attack here. And she just starts crying, like sobbing, bro. Oh my gosh. I was literally about to just get in bed and cry with her, bro. I was actually about to start crying with her. I was like, this is the saddest thing I've ever witnessed in my life. She was like calling me babe and everything. She's like the sweetest old lady you would ever see in your entire life.
That's tough.
It was so tough, but we got her taken care of. They sent her to cath lab. She actually was not having an immediate heart attack. I think it was an old one, but they still needed to put a stent in. So
Dang. She just cried on the spot.
she did. No, she like tried to hold back the tears.
Oh,
She
makes
was
it
like,
even worse.
She was like trying to hold back the tears, and like you could see them start to like come out of her eyes, and then I take the second EKG, and then it doesn't show that it's just like, it doesn't say STEMI on it. It doesn't show that it's a heart attack, and the doctor's like, okay, this one looks much better. She's like, there's still a little bit of something going on here, but it looks much better than the first one. And like you could just see her like trying to hold back the tears, and she's like, I'm so sorry, I just scared the crap out of it. It was like so sad. The whole situation, I was just like,
It's like she just watched Marley and Me.
yeah,
She just heard the worst news of her entire
Yeah,
life.
yeah.
She's like, not the dog.
Yeah.
Just holding back.
dude, it
tears,
was
like,
so sad.
Yeah, that's it. Speaking of old women,
Hey.
yeah, I got called handsome 2 times in the past week. Once by, did I tell you already, at Gordon's Food Service when I volunteer.
Yeah, I think
The
so.
lady cashier was like, "Hey, you look handsome today." And I was like, "Hey, thanks."
Wow.
Yeah.
Just out of the nowhere.
Hey, come on now. She's like 40 years old. I don't think she's flirting.
Hey, cool.
But she was like, yeah. She was like, if you think of a compliment, you should say it. I was like, amen, sister.
I like that.
I do that as well. I think if you think of something, you should tell them.
Yeah. Let's try that right now.
Hey, your eyes look good.
Wow. Not my haircut. I got a haircut today.
Today?
Today.
Oh.
How's it look? I
Looks
didn't
good.
spike it. Actually, she missed a spot right here that I gotta go home and shave.
Yeah. They kind of always miss one.
Yeah, so I gotta redo that.
Yeah. Should probably ask for a refund.
You look good in white.
Thanks. Probably got some sun. I bet I'll tan pretty good today in pickleball. Appreciate it, though.
Do you tan?
Tan hard.
Do you?
I burn hard and I tan hard.
Dude, I burn hard. I burn hard.
You burn hard and then you stay red.
I've been going to the tanning bed though. Do I look better? Do I look like I have a little color in my face?
Yeah, you do look a little
I've been
darker.
told that. I've been told that.
Oh, good.
Yeah. It's the goal. I gotta get a
See
base.
something, say something.
I gotta get a base tan
Yeah.
before
For
like
your wedding.
Neil told me, he texted me when him and his family were in Puerto Rico, and he was like, yo, this Caribbean sun is no joke. This is our first day here, and I'm absolutely fried.
Mm.
He was like, you gotta get a base tan. I was like, yeah, Robin's already forcing me to do that, don't worry.
Yeah.
So tanning bed's kind of fun though. Not gonna lie, I get like, I signed up, I've gone like 5 times, and it's kind of addicting, low key, although my back's starting to itch. Cause like I keep getting like these bumps from the tanning bed. Like Robin gets them sometimes on her chest. It's actually a little bit concerning. I don't know. But like we go,
Finding out diagnoses here or what's going on?
the lady's like, do you want to do a stand-up bed or do you want to lay down? I'm like, I'll lay down.
You were like, yeah, I'm a pretty good comedian, but I could do stand up, I guess.
No, it's like, I'll lay down. She's like, okay, how long you want to go for? The first time I was like, I'll go for 4 minutes. I don't want to burn. Like, everybody else is going for the max
a
you
long
can do
time?
is 15 minutes. Everybody's going for like 8,
Oh,
9,
okay.
10 minutes. I go for 4 minutes, and I have worked my way up to 5. I'm at 5 minutes now.
Big dog.
But every single time I go, I like lock the door, and then I take all my clothes off except for my underwear, but I
Yeah.
pull my underwear up my butt crack.
So you make yourself have a Speedo.
I make
basically.
myself have a Speedo, so I'll pull that undie of that butt crack though, and just get my bare cheeks on that bed. It's awesome.
Do they like clean it after?
Yeah, they do.
I would hope so.
No, they have to.
I would imagine.
No, dude, it's like a law that you can't go tanning.
Period. Oh shoot.
No, like once you tan, you can't go tanning for another 24 hours.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
It's kind of weird. That's a law, but you can smoke the daylights out of cig. Still, like they just haven't. They haven't changed that at all.
That's actually insane.
Like why?
Let's talk about that.
They're like
because-
tanning beds. Hold up, we need like laws and regulations placed by the government.
and it's
Joe
good.
Biden.
It's good that that law is in place.
Yeah, because people are stupid.
Yeah, and it is. It can be addicting. Like people like get addicted to that stuff. But like cigarettes,
They do with cigarettes as well.
cigarettes should absolutely be.
Why are they not just like banned?
Literally
They're
every
banning jewels, but they can't ban cigarettes.
70% of the patients that come into the ER are it's like an exacerbation for some
COPD or
COPD,
something.
or some condition that smoking has caused. The doctor's always like, "Do you smoke?" And they're like, "Yeah, how much? About a pack a day." They're like, "Yeah, we know exactly why you're here.
Yeah,
We just got to
it's
figure
like
out."
a shocker
what
we
these-
haven't seen you 20 years ago.
Yeah, it's like what? Or no, it's like we do though. That's the thing. We see them every 2 weeks. Is the problem. So
They just come in for checkups.
yeah, it's like what exactly?
Yeah.
It's like what has the cigarette done to your body? You
What?
know what I mean?
Oh my
it affects this person's lungs or this person's their esophagus. Oh, you have cancer. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's just in Clin Med, we basically go over like how things in the body work, what medicines like affect how the body works, and then basically like diseases and stuff that can arise in those parts of the body and how medicines and PT can affect that. It's pretty kind of interesting because PT actually like affects a lot of conditions that you wouldn't think like could help, but mostly it's just like do moderate exercise. But we learned about we learned about all these diseases, and literally on every single time risk factors are like obesity and smoking, and then like ETOH is alcohol basically.
Yeah.
And that's every once in a while, but it's like alcohol, smoking, and obesity is
Yeah.
like always top 3 risk factors for literally any disease you can think of.
Hypertension, high blood pressure,
Yep.
silent killer.
It's
Can't
just
forget it.
crazy like that people.
But
still
that
smoke.
stuff causes hypertension.
Yeah.
It's like if you do any of those 3 things, yeah, you have high blood pressure. You're done for.
It's just like you're dooming yourself for what?
I know, right?
To smell bad? In public?
Yeah.
Like I don't
To rot your teeth.
to like go into debt because a pack a day is very expensive.
It has to be like,
It's like $11 per pack.
dude. I did the math one time. Let me pull out my calculator.
You pull out your calculator, and I'm going to tell you the story about the old woman.
Well, I hold on. Yeah, you can, but I'm gonna calculate how much money. Like, let's say, one time I calculated like this person drinks this much and buys this much alcohol, and then like in a week, and then I like say let's say they drank for however many. Once they turn 21, let's just say they turn 21, they drank until they're 70 years old. Let's say 60. They drink till they're 60 years old, right?
Yeah.
So what is that? 39 years.
Mhm.
So I did the math, like 39 times however much a case is per weight, whatever. Dude, I'm not even gonna even do it because I remember the calculation. I know I'm explaining this very bad, but essentially
No,
I
I
did
get
the
it, I get it,
calculation
I get
for like someone who drinks their whole life and how much alcohol.
Like if you were to buy the same amount.
That's what it was. I looked up like how much does the average person drink a week, and then I took that number and then multiplied it by all that stuff, and it was like the number that people spend on alcohol. Like the average drinker spends on alcohol is like $1 million.
Yeah, I mean, alcohol can get expensive.
Insane. It's insane.
Yeah. It's tough.
Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah. So the lady at Gordon's Food Service called me handsome, and then I was leaving for something out of my apartment building, and basically we go down the stairwell, and that's where you exit. So it's pretty easy to get out of our apartment. But I get out, and all last week it was like pouring down rain.
Yeah.
Right. So it's like 4:00 in the afternoon for some, and it's pouring, and I walk out the door and I'm about to sprint towards my car, but I see this old lady on the sidewalk like rolling a purse basically is what I look at, like, It was a very small bag, but she was rolling it down the sidewalk, and I was like, "Why don't you?" Fair enough. Why don't you carry it? But okay, I don't know what you're holding in there. And I about let the door go, but then I held it for her, and she was like, "This is what I wrote down." Okay. I don't know what that means. My typing is so bad. Yeah.
It's because your phone is well
My phone's
so
what?
small.
It's
Is it the big one? You used to have a small phone.
I used to have Series S, E. I mean, yeah, you have a new phone. Congrats.
Compare
man.
sizes.
Whatever.
I'm saying. Like, do you have a big one? I can't.
I'd say it's pretty.
Oh yeah,
average.
yeah. You got a big one.
It's pretty average.
Yeah, you got a big one.
It's an average size.
You have a really big.
It
one.
works.
Yours is so big.
But she's carrying this pull cart, which is her purse, I guess, and she's going down the sidewalk, and she's like a little farther away than I think she thought she was, because she like sped up a little bit. You know how you do that when people hold the door,
Yeah.
and it's pouring, so she wants to get inside, but she's like, "Oh, you don't have to do that," and I was like, "No, I'll do it." And
You don't have to do that.
no, she's not. She's probably like 15 feet, and she's like, "You don't have to do that." And then like she gets so close, and she wants to like say a compliment, but I don't think she was ready for me to hold the door open. So she was like, you're so handsome," and it goes inside. I was like, "Why'd you just do that?"
Are you trying to? You trying to?
Well, I do. No. I just don't. She said it so awkwardly, like it left her mouth, and she was not confident about it. She was like, "You're so handsome," and then walked inside. And I just like, I kind of felt bad for her. I was like, "You didn't even have to like compliment me. It was just like, I'll hold the door for you. It's fine." But she
wanted you.
no,
She wanted to bring you back to her apartment.
It just
That's what was in the purse.
She was so like hesitant to like
Boys.
compliment me. She just came from somewhere different.
Yeah.
Um,
Sinister.
It was just so awkward, and she was so hesitant about it. Like
That's hilarious.
I could tell she didn't like think of giving me a compliment. But
Yeah.
she decided to. So.
Yeah. Dude,
Oh man.
well, speaking of like your apartment's like right next to Ale Emporium.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, that place is so good.
Did you eat there recently, or
Yeah, we freaking Thursday night after work, we had like 18 coworkers.
Oh, that's where you ate.
Yeah, we
Okay.
went to had to go like to Ale Emporium, and it was fun, but it was funny because like one of them told the hostess like, "Hey, we'll have 12," and because we didn't know how many we'd have,
We'll have 12
they're like,
times
"We'll
1.5.
they're like we'll have 12," and we ended up getting a table, and we were in like the very back corner, and it's a really solid sized table. I mean, it's a big table. And then like people just start showing up, like coworkers just start showing up, and we start pulling chairs on their tables, and like having a good time.
You're one of those
And
groups.
the manager came over.
Like, hey, are you using this table?
Yeah,
Are you using this chair?
yeah. The manager, she came over and she's like, "We gotta cap you guys off at 18," which I kind of think is like really, really stupid because I'm like, first of all, it's not like a reservation, like.
Yeah, it's
It's
just
like
a
we
normal
can-
place to
Yeah, we
eat.
can have people come in and sit down and eat and pay you money, like if we want to. But I guess she got all salty about it, so that was interesting. But they had live music that night, and actually no, this was Friday night. Sorry,
I think we
why
have
I was-
live music kind of often.
Yeah, because I was like,
Seems like-
I said Thursday night, but then I was like, that doesn't seem right if they had live music. It was Friday night. They had live music, and they had this band, and this dude, oh my gosh, he was singing "Parachute" by Chris Stapleton. Parachute.
I don't know.
You know what I'm talking about?
Sorry.
Dude's voice was absolutely insane.
He was going off.
It was
That's good.
majestic. It was so majestic. I was like, oh my gosh, I could get jiggy with this.
Ooh. You just started dancing.
You're like, hey, wait.
Middle of Ale Emporium, like a sports bar kind of place. Just you in the middle.
Yeah.
Just starting your own dance party.
It was such a vibe though.
That reminds me and Hannah went to it's called the Jazz Kitchen. Have you heard of it?
No.
It's this little restaurant kind of in Broad Ripple, but it's pretty famous for having like jazz bands like play there. So you have to have like tickets to the jazz band and then you pay for your food. So it's kind of expensive, but my dad got us like a gift card. So we only had to pay like $15
Yeah.
total. So it was good. And we've been wanting to go because we heard it's good. And so we go and it's like a decent sized jazz band and they just kind of tour kind of around the indie area, just play wherever they want to, and
And they just play instruments.
yeah, and it was really good. And they had singers, which was cool. So it wasn't just straight music; it was like singing and jazz, which it wasn't
I don't know
bad.
if I've ever heard like singing to jazz instrumental.
I wasn't mad at it. I don't know.
I
It wasn't
think
that bad. They were good
You told me
singers.
this. You told me this.
Really?
I think you said that exact thing.
Oh,
Like I wasn't mad at it.
oh.
This sounds so familiar.
At least I'm consistent.
I'm having
Deja vu.
deja vu.
Yeah,
I think deja vu is a very real thing.
we can talk about it. Yeah, later.
Go ahead.
After this, because it reminded me, because immediately the first song this dude sings, so it's a dude and then another dude and then a woman, so they kind of just rotate who sings the next song, whatever. And so the first dude gets up on the mic, he starts singing like a Frank Sinatra song, so it's a good song, it's like sultry, it's nice. Immediately four couples of like retired people just get on the dance floor and started dancing to it,
Yeah.
and that happened with every single song.
Did you guys dance?
Nope. Nope. Hannah wouldn't allow it, and it doesn't seem like something I want to do either, so I wasn't.
Dude, dancing is so fun.
I'm not mad at it.
I love to dance.
You look like sad or something.
Ah, I love to freaking dance.
It was just so funny
Making
because
me
like
emotional, man.
because after the song they'd go back to their seats to like take a bite to eat, and then he'd start singing the next song. Same four couples just like rush to the dance floor and just
They're like 80. Like,
yeah. They're just going crazy. But it was pretty wholesome. But it was something I would never
that's cool.
do.
Where's that at? Downtown Indy?
Yeah, it's called. It's near like Broad Ripple.
Oh,
like
yeah.
downtown ish. What were you gonna say about Deja Vu?
Look at the yawns, dude.
That's fair. It's a late night pod a little bit.
It is a late night pod, but geez, I got these yawns and can't get rid of them.
You know how to get rid of them. Sleep.
Scale me.
Scare you?
Yeah.
No, that was 2 episodes ago. I can't do that again. Ugh. Don't be.
No, I think I feel like there's been a bunch of times in my life where I'm like, this has happened before.
No,
And then it
Deja
makes me
Vu is
think-
weird.
It is weird, but it's like I feel like it's very real. Like I'm like, this has happened before, and then it makes me think I'm like, maybe this happened in my past life, and then I was born into it.
Like reincarnation.
Yeah, I'm like, maybe I actually maybe humans. Zach, don't be mad at this. Sorry, it's just a theory.
Zach left a comment. We gotta go over his question.
Yeah, we do have to read that.
Yeah.
But Zach,
We
yeah,
gotta call out someone else next.
yeah. Well, I'm calling out Zach again because Zach's not gonna like this. Cause
Okay.
you know how he is. You know how Zach gets. He's gonna be like, dude, no, what? That's so stupid. No, freaking. I think like this is a theory. Maybe we like. I believe in Jesus. I love God. All right, let me just say that, and I believe that fully. This is just a thought I've had. Okay, Zach. Gosh, dude, it's getting me angry.
Get off his back, Zach. My
Gosh,
lord.
little disclaimer there, Zach.
Jeez.
Basically,
Go ahead.
yeah.
Don't let him get in your head like that.
I mean, so like, I'm like, maybe we lived a life like this
Mm-hmm.
and then died
Wow.
and then reincarnate into a different life, and then you completely forget, like you don't have a single memory of your old past life except for when deja vu happens. You're like, wait, why do I feel like this has happened before? Maybe it happened in that first life you lived.
But I don't think that holds up.
I think that's why.
No, because you're telling me that you reincarnate into basically the same exact life you just lived.
No, that's what I'm not saying.
That's what I'm not saying.
I'm saying you
Yeah.
would reincarnate into this new life, but like
Okay.
you have similar experiences in this new life to where you're like, I think this has happened to me before, but it didn't actually happen to you. It happened to the old you.
But I have deja vu with like people saying stuff to me, and I feel like it's that person that said it to me. So how can a past me have met that person in a past life?
I don't know.
Shrugs his shoulders. Doesn't know.
I don't know.
Yeah. So
Perfect.
that's my rebuttal, I guess. I don't know.
Anyway, let's move on.
Yeah, reincarnation's kind of dumb.
Let's get to Zach's comment since we keep talking about.
Yeah.
the
So Zach gave us a pretty good comment on YouTube. We appreciate it. Do we want to call out someone right now next? Let's call it. Hannah was actually kind of mad at me
That we gonna call her out?
that we called out Mac. That we called out Zach. She
All
was
right.
like, I know Max brought it up, but you gotta call me out next. Like,
All
I've been a
right.
loyal listener. I listen to every episode. I'm like,
Hey.
yeah, hey,
We
I love
do.
you for that. I appreciate you supporting the podcast.
Hey.
But you haven't left
It's a
a comment.
comment.
So
Weird.
supports the podcast, doesn't leave a comment. I don't,
That is weird.
it just doesn't.
This is us calling you out.
Yeah, doesn't add up. So
We're calling her out right now.
yeah, go ahead and leave a comment, Hannah.
Or anyone else.
Hannah.
Doesn't just have to be one person.
But yeah, Zach
Hannah.
left a good comment on YouTube, put a like on the video, and had a question in it. His
That is so dumb. I hope it's a dumb question.
no, it's a good question.
Oh, okay.
It's the one I texted you about. I prepped you.
Oh,
Yeah,
that is a good question.
he asked us. Yeah, that's what I said.
What was it?
He asked us our top 3 like bucket list items.
What was his comment? It was just a question.
Oh no, he said like
He said like, "I love you guys." I'm like, like
yeah, that was basically
I
it.
want to kiss you guys.
I don't know.
All kinds of.
That's my
weird-
laptop there, so I can't like pull it up. But
He said like, "I want to like."
yeah, he left a comment. He was like, "I love your guys' banter. I love you guys so much. Love you, love you, love you."
Yeah, he just kept saying, "I
And he was like, "Yeah,
He
it's
was like,
kind of
next
weird." a
time,
little
he's like,
bit.
filming with your shirts off. We're like, dude,
Zach, what the
Yeah.
heck, dude? Like,
he
Dude.
needs to get a grip.
get a life,
Literally.
grow up. But and then he, after all those love yous, he was like, "And what's your top 3 bucket list items?" So,
Top of your bucket list.
do you want to go first?
Yeah, I thought about it a little bit, and I think all of mine are travel. Because everyone's like skydiving, and we're going skydiving in like 2 months. And
Hannah
I'm
was like, usually they say like, yeah, jump out of a plane.
Yeah,
And we're
like-
being forced to do that in
we
a
are,
month. So
yeah, and I don't know if it'd be like it would have been one of my bucket list items, but now it's like actually happening, and I'm like, I'm scared to do it, so I'm taking it off my bucket list, and it's just like happening.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
I mean, I really have to think about it hard, and I didn't think about it like really hard, but I think all mine are travel. Like I want to visit all 7 continents.
Ooh.
I want to visit
That's
all the
pretty cool.
continents because I think that'd be cool.
Have you so far, or how many have you visited so far?
Continents,
You got one,
1.
really?
Yeah. North America.
Or North America? Fair.
Because I mean, I've been to different countries within
But
North
You just
America.
haven't got
Yeah.
to that continent.
I haven't.
You're not there yet.
I need to go south to South America.
Farther.
Actually, I would say 6 continents because Antarctica.
You got to go there.
You think? I don't know if I'm like. I don't really care.
Yeah, you got to go there.
Okay, if I
Just
could
touch
somehow
it.
make
Just
it.
touch it, and then you can leave.
Yeah, if I could somehow make it to Antarctica, then I guess I would.
Yeah.
If that were like the last thing I had to do before I died peacefully, then I would try and do it.
Yeah, take a boat, step off the boat onto the ice, turn around, go back on the boat, and you're done.
I'm far more worried about Europe, Africa.
Worried?
No, like worried about checking those off the continent list.
I think Europe might be the easiest.
I know, and that's why I'm far more worried about getting that checked off than Antarctica.
Wow.
I'm not.
That
I
doesn't
guess
make any
worry
sense.
is the wrong word.
Yeah, I don't know
I'm
what
like,
you mean by
I'm
worried.
far more like focused on getting those
Oh,
checked off than Antarctica. Like
okay.
Antarctica, it might happen.
Yeah. That's probably the toughest one.
I feel like the only way to do it right though is like hop on the back of an orca and just like go to town with it and let it bring you to Antarctica.
Ooh, go to town. That's
Yeah.
a statement.
Yeah,
Okay, so visit all 7 continents. That's a good one. I didn't.
yeah. I think that would be
that.
awesome.
That was good.
Another travel one. I want to see the Northern Lights.
Mm.
Antarctica.
Antarctica. Everything is Antarctica related. And I want to see where Happy Feet was filmed. So
No. Definitely want to see the Northern Lights.
that is pretty
I guess a couple 3 weeks ago or so, you could see the Northern Lights from like northern India.
Northern India. How'd you hear about that?
Northern Indiana. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
I guess.
Wow.
Indy.
That's kind of weird.
That's what I was told. Although I've heard that a couple times before. That's not the first time that I've heard that.
Okay.
So I guess it's a real thing.
Northern.
And I hear that
India.
you can hear Northern Lights from Michigan like quite often.
Hear them?
Like
They whispered to
let
you.
me restart all of this. Let me just restart all of this.
Northern Lights. What are you saying?
I want to see the Northern Lights, and that's like number 2.
Okay.
And then I guess number 3 would be like visit my dream country. And that's it. I say they're all in the same realm. They're all in the same realm, but there's 3 different countries that I would like check the box of visit dream country for.
Okay.
It's 3 different countries, but if I were to visit any one of the 3, I would check the visit the dream country,
You'd
and it
be
would
happy.
be. Can you guess what they are? They're all right next to each other.
They're right next to each other.
They're all pretty close to each other. A lot of islands. Yeah,
islands.
yeah.
You're a Laos, Philippines,
I'm an
and
island boy. What did you say?
the Bermuda Triangle.
No. Say
Laos, Philippines, and
Philippines, not Laos.
Okay.
But Philippines.
Philippines.
Is one of them.
What else? Papua New Guinea. Easy.
No,
Okay.
Papua
So that's
New Guinea.
2.
No, isn't that Papua New Guinea a country?
New Guinea is, but I thought Papa's before it.
Papa is the city. Papa.
Papa's the city? I don't think so, man.
Let's go to Papa.
We gotta look at the map after
No,
this.
I'm just gapping.
So not New Guinea,
No, not New
but
Guinea.
it's over there.
It's over there.
Japan.
No.
Even closer
You
to
have
Philippines.
Philippines.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. Philippines is like one half of the island chain. I thought the other half was New Guinea. So I'm
I
gonna
don't
lost
think
here.
so.
Vietnam?
No, but I
an
would like
island.
to go there.
It's close though.
One of them's not an island.
No.
I don't know.
Set up.
Yes, the Philippines are islands.
Philippines are
Another
islands.
one is a set of islands.
Say it.
No, you got this.
I don't know geography.
And then the other
I'm
one-
so bad at
I
geography.
don't know if this one has islands. Maybe they all 3 have islands.
Okay.
Philippines is right,
Philippines.
but that's probably like 3rd. in my
3rd
ranking.
out of 3.
Yeah,
Top 3. It is 3.
yeah.
Um.
But I would still check it as
Yeah. I don't know what else is over there. I can't think.
Thailand.
Ooh, Thailand.
So does that have islands? Or is that because that's a big country, right? Not a big country, but it's like a country.
It's a shot in the dark. I have no clue.
Okay, so I gave you Thailand. I
Yeah.
feel like you can get the other one. And this last Thailand's number like 2 on that.
It's not Japan. What else do we have? We got Philippines. We got New Guinea, of course. We got Thailand. We got South Korea.
Nope.
Shoot.
Dude, I feel like you're kind of far.
What?
You're farther now.
Well, I'm not good at geography.
Okay,
Australia.
Thailand, it's kind of like around there. You were closer with, like, Vietnam is closer than what Thailand is to this last one. This is Thailand. So it is not.
Yeah,
I
Thailand's
would
that.
like show you guys, but oh, look at that. You guys see it? Isn't it awesome?
That's sick.
Yeah, it's so freaking awesome.
So freaking
Don't you guys want to go there with us?
All right, what's your 3rd? I don't know.
Okay, it starts with an I.
Indonesia.
Yes.
That's what a big one is.
Yeah, that's like number 1.
Okay.
And then I would say Thailand, and then I would say Philippines. But I would check that. I would check the visit my number 1 destination
With
for
it.
any of those 3.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's my bucket list. It's all like travel related right now.
I mean, I think travel is probably everyone's bucket list kind of thing. Maybe not everyone's, but travel is pretty big just because you can't always get to everywhere you want to go.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Oh,
you will if you're dying.
I would also say my number 1 is actually make a family with Robin.
Yeah, that's a good answer. That's what Hannah said for her bucket list. Her number 1 would be have a family.
Yeah, that's my number 1.
Mine's not that.
Oh,
Not that that's not like part of my goal. It's just bucket list.
goodness.
I figured that'd be like already guaranteed.
Okay, outside of our
Outside of
beautiful,
form a family,
strong,
have
courageous
strong
fiancés.
Christian kids. Yep.
outside of the wonderful ladies
Yep.
that they are, so strong and courageous and
Beautiful.
and really strong.
And courageous.
Outside of them,
Mm.
that's what this bucket list question is.
Yeah. Zach forgot to put that in the question. Probably fix that next time, buddy.
It's typical
That's
Zach.
okay.
Typical
I
Zach.
mean, ugh, whatever.
Anyway, what are yours?
I think my number 1 is travel. It's to go to the Galapagos Islands.
Oh, and like see turtles.
Yeah, I want to see the tortoises. I want to see the penguins that live there, iguanas, all that stuff. So
Because you love wildlife.
I really do like wildlife. Charles Darwin, he was pretty cool. I'm not like hooked on him, but
Yeah.
he did a lot of cool things over there, and I don't
Yeah.
know. I just think not a lot of people go there. It's a cool like island chain in South America.
Yeah.
It's like pretty expensive to go, so it's kind of on the bucket list just because it's
How
probably
many
not a
islands
guarantee that we get to.
are within the chain?
I
Not
think
many, right?
I think a ton of like tiny little
Let me look it up.
uninhabited islands. But
But that's cool. I mean, Galapagos would be super sick, and I'll go with you.
you remember Boha? I'll drop a last name, Boha.
Yeah,
His family went to the Galapagos Islands. He told me about it.
his dad is a doc.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so they can afford it.
he gives me orders.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I
Oh
forgot
yeah.
that.
Yeah. He does.
Yeah. I was a little jelly when he told me that in high
All
school.
the
That's
time. They went to Galapagos.
what he said.
Well, considering the fact that he's a doc,
Hey,
that must have been easy for him.
come on, big dog. Go to the Galapagos.
He said, "Hey,
Give me them islands.
why in the world?" Like,
All right. So that's
How
my
many-
number one. I've always wanted to go there. While you look that up, my number two is probably, I really couldn't think of anything else other than Galapagos Islands, but I thought maybe visit space.
That's good.
Like, wouldn't that be
I'd be
awesome
so
before I
scared.
die
I'd
to
be
like
so
go to
scared
space and like
that
look
would
at
be good.
Earth from outer space or Mars? Like within 24 years
That'd
from
be so
2000 when I was born, like we have made a lot of advancements towards like going into space. Like literally, Elon Musk is like day after
127.
islands.
Wait.
Oh,
Yeah, 127 islands.
it's a lot of little. They're all like uninhabited though. They're all
Yes.
tiny little rocks, basically.
Of which 19 are large and only 4 are inhabited.
No, okay, see,
13 major islands.
cool.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
But the wildlife there is like insane. It's
Insane.
cool. So I
Space.
just wanna,
That'd be cool.
I mean, yeah, like I was saying, like since 2000, like the 24 years that I've been alive, like we've made a lot of advancements
Yeah.
with stuff. Elon Musk is like constantly trying to go to Mars, even though
Yeah.
it's a tall task. I just think that like by the time I'm like on my deathbed, like people will be up in space, like because one, Earth is not gonna last.
People are already up in space.
I'm saying like colonies, like constantly, like it's kind of a regular thing, not
Really?
just like.
You think so?
I mean, 100 years? Look what we did from 1900 to 2000. We put a man on the moon. In 1960, freaking.
And now we can't do it? Something's fishy.
Yeah, a lot of people think the moon landing is
It's
fake,
fake, I know.
which would be kind of awesome.
Yeah.
Like,
I
part of
don't
me,
know. I don't know enough about it.
I don't
I
believe
would like
it.
to research it to know.
Yeah, there's a lot of
To have a
theories about it.
theory. Yeah, to have like an opinion
like-
on it. But
A lot of, in quotations, evidence.
as of right now, I think it's real, but I want to do more research on it. That's where I stand.
I think it's 100% real, but a part of me thinks,
100%. You cannot be 100% about that
why not?
because you weren't alive.
I'll say it.
You can't be 100%.
No, I'm not 100%
Look
because...
at the fallacies, man.
Because in 1969, our technology was so bad.
Literally so booty.
Like watching old movies that had like VFX, like
For real.
it looks like garbage to my eyes.
It's true.
And we put a man on the moon, like there's just no way. But there's like those, I don't. This is gonna sound racist, but those black ladies that worked at NASA that like they literally wrote code on paper. Did you know that?
Yeah.
You didn't know that,
I did.
really?
Yes. BBLs.
Stop. No, they literally wrote code and equations to get people to the moon on paper.
Yeah,
And the
that's-
stack of books is like taller than my house. That's how much they had to write. But I think we did put a man on the moon, but the theory like that we just wanted to win the Cold War and like beat people to the moon, like wouldn't that be kind of sick if we pulled off like the best heist ever and like faked the moon landing just to win the Cold War? Like
Would be.
America is BA for that.
Right now.
We're like always in war, but wouldn't that be sick
Not always.
to like know America like did all that just to squash the Russians? Like,
That would be sick.
so number one, go to the Galapagos. Number two, go to space. Number
Okay,
three,
Wait, before you get to 3, let's just mention this super quick.
yeah.
Space.
Space.
Solar eclipse happened. It happened. It happened.
We can talk about it.
And
It's pretty sick.
We'll talk about it after this. Go ahead.
Yeah. So number three is a big letdown because I couldn't really think of one.
Are you serious?
I thought about finding a new species.
Maybe, I don't know, number 3, start a family? I don't know, you could say that.
I mean, I kind of took that as like a given,
Right, that is a given.
hopefully, like God willing, but
That is
like,
a given.
hopefully that's a given.
Like when your fiance asks you, who do you love the most in the world? Jesus.
God.
That's a given.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So then you say
Yeah.
her.
Yeah.
Go
So I don't know. Find a new species. I really couldn't think of one.
ahead. New species.
Wouldn't that be sick though to like name a species after me?
The Nikos.
The Nikos.
That sounds bad.
See?
That sounds bad.
Oh wait. What? That would be something like Latin.
No,
and then
that
have
could-
Nicholson
you
in
could,
it.
you could easily mishear that.
Nikos. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a bad.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Let's move on.
So I don't know if you could think of another bucket list item for me, but I just couldn't think of two.
Yeah,
Galapagos is easily number one. Space, I was like,
a
that'd
new
be
species
sick.
is cool. I mean, that's a good idea.
Legacy. So
Maybe
talk about the eclipse.
Visit like every zoo, or
No,
visit
I
every.
don't like. I mean, I don't like the concept of zoos. I love going to zoos though.
Same. I
love
mean,
zoos.
like, I don't really care about the concept because I'm like, I like looking at these animals. But the zoo is so fun, and we still need to do that.
Go to the zoo.
Yeah.
Double date zoo.
We actually should do that soon.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Starts to get warm out.
We really should do that soon. Let's go to the zoo.
Yeah. Eclipse.
Or like visit every amusement park in the United States.
No, I don't care
Visit
about
every
that.
national park in the United States.
That would be very fun.
That's what Mandy and Grant are trying to do right now.
Really?
Is visit every national park in the United States. They've gone to quite a few.
There's a lot of them.
There are so many.
There's a lot that you
And there's
don't
a
know
million that you don't know about. Or
Yeah.
like you sometimes hear and you're like, I thought that was
What?
like a, yeah, like that's a
Like,
national park.
Turkey Run, I'm pretty sure it's that's a state park.
Yeah, it's state park.
Do we have any national parks? We have the Dunes. Is that a national
Indiana
park?
Dunes, I'm pretty sure is a national park.
Is that
Yes.
the only national park Indiana has?
I think so.
We are so lame.
Actually,
Look it up.
I don't think Brown County is. It's
Just hey. What? A county. One of the like hundreds of
is it like
counties.
Brown County State Park?
Brown County State Park. Yeah.
Is that what it is?
I don't think Brown
National
County. I don't think Nashville, Indiana.
Brown
is.
County's kind of sick though.
Yeah,
How many?
that was just hilarious.
That was
I
funny.
don't think Brown County is. Oh, that's good. Yeah,
Three.
three
There are
national
three
parks
national
in Indiana.
parks in Indiana.
Name them.
The Indiana parks are George Rogers Clark National Historic Park, Indiana Dunes,
Yep. Knew it.
and Lincoln Boyhood National Memorial.
Oh, I have heard of that. That's where like Lincoln was born.
That's in Kentucky.
Mm.
Where Lincoln was born
I
is
thought
in
he.
Kentucky.
So he grew up in Indiana, was born in Kentucky,
Let's see.
and then lived his life in Illinois. Somehow Indiana's mixed in with that, and we shouldn't be.
Yeah.
We just want to grasp the things. We're like Michael
Yeah.
Jordan, or
Because we
Michael
passed
Jordan.
we passed it going to the lake, but yeah.
Michael Jackson was born in
LaRue.
Gary, so like, oh,
He was born in LaRue County, Kentucky. Solar eclipse.
yep.
Let's talk about it.
We went to the Brinks.
Let's just say this. I'll say this at least, and we'll see whether you agree with or disagree. Okay. When I say this, you don't say a word. You just put a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Whether or
Well,
not
it's a
you agree.
podcast, so most people listen. So I'll say thumbs up. I'll
But
say
you also
yay.
gotta do the motion.
Okay.
Don't be dumb.
You want me to say yay or nay? You
Don't be dumb.
want me to scream or pout?
Listen, stupid boy.
I'm listening.
This could be. I don't know if this is like a hot take or not, but like, what was I gonna say?
It's a good start. It's a good start. Keep going. Come on. You gotta go. Yes. I don't know if this is a hot take, but the eclipse.
Nature wise,
Hmm.
like nature, world, earth, like earth wise,
Yep.
earth / nature.
Okay.
That was the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life. Earth / nature wise. Earth / nature wise.
Yeah.
Earth / nature.
I heard
Say
that.
that 5 times fast.
Earth / nature. Earth / nature. Earth / nature. Earth /
Faster. Faster.
I can't go.
Earth / nature. Earth / nature. That's really tough to say.
Okay.
Zach, say it 5 times.
We just call out Zach for everything.
No, for real though. Like, yeah, nature-wise, that's the coolest thing I've ever seen.
It was pretty trippy. It was weird.
It was insane.
It was pretty cool. Yeah.
It was cooler than cool. It was
What's cooler
insane.
than cool?
The solar eclipse.
Good answer. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, it was awesome.
It was.
It was just weird.
I wish it lasted longer.
Yeah.
3 minutes and 56 seconds.
It's kind of a letdown after. It's like, all right, everybody
Go home. Yeah. Which kind of sucks. Like, I wish like afterwards, like, that's when we start twerking and getting crazy. Hey. The after party.
The after eclipse. It go wild.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just weird, like, when it was dark and everywhere was, like, sunset horizon, and then all, like, the birds stopped chirping, it got, like, quiet, and it was, like, cold.
And our shadows were...
I didn't see any of the shadows.
I didn't pay attention either, but that's what I heard. And then I heard people at work saying that happened to their shadow.
Yeah,
So
I
that's
heard
cool.
I heard it's basically, like, every piece of light becomes, I forget what it's called. Shoot. Cut that out.
Don't cut that.
Yeah. Yeah, all the shadows become trippy. Yeah, I didn't see it though at the Brinks.
I didn't look. Is the problem.
Yeah.
I was way too.
Looking up, not down.
So like it's kind of crazy because like you look through your glasses, your solar eclipse glasses, and the sun is like tiny.
Yeah.
Like it's so small, and then full totality, you take your glasses off, and like it's like that big. Like in the sky, it's absolutely massive.
Mm-hmm.
Like I thought when I was gonna take my glasses off, it was gonna look as small as it was in the glasses, and then you take it off, and it's like huge. I was like, holy crap!
It's crazy how much light the sun gives us.
I know.
Like it was literally like 1% of the sun was left uncovered, and you literally couldn't look at the sun without like blinding yourself. You still had to look at the glasses,
and it was like
until it was full.
It was
totality.
basically full totality, except for like a little sliver, like you were saying, and like if you look at it, you're still blinded, which is insane.
It was weird though. Like you could tell the light was dimming around you outside, which was a weird feeling.
That was really weird.
It was like when you watch movies. Like
it was super hazy.
It's not as like real life as you thought it would be. Like
it was so hazy and like
all the geese were like standing on one leg. Like
like flamingos. They all started changing. Like they started adapting.
Yeah.
And they turned pink.
The werewolves
It
came
was
out.
wild. It was wild.
Yeah,
no, like
it was fun.
The solar flare at the bottom of it. So like you saw the totality. Did you notice like the little orange dot? That's like a solar flare.
Yeah, it was weird.
Which is crazy.
Mm-hmm. See, that's why I want to go outer space.
Yeah, I mean
it's just cool. Like,
dude, let me show you this pic. Pic real quick.
It's just weird. But yeah, the Brinks they hosted well. They had a lot of good outdoor games, and they had like napkins that said stuff about the eclipse. And after you guys left, we talked about the wedding and logistics a little bit more, and then we left pretty quickly after you guys did. But we had Neil sign a couple things, a couple like not gift cards, like what do you call them? Like postcards kind of things.
For why?
I don't know. Logan had him do it, so I felt bad if I didn't do it, but he signed it, kept it. It's in my backpack right now. I like Neil. He's a good dude.
He is a great dude.
I don't know him that well, like as well as you do, you and Robin. But yeah, he's a good guy.
I want to find this pic. But yeah, no, he's a great dude, bro. He's like, Neil, if you're listening, I love you, brother. You're such a beast.
Yeah, you might have to cut the front part out of what's his wife's name? Chrissy? It's not Christy.
It's Christy with a T.
Christy. Chrissy is a girl in my cohort.
Chrissy.
So I get them mixed up. Christy Brink. Chrissy in my cohort. Chrissy cohort.
Chrissy cohort.
So
anyway,
yeah,
you
Christy
cut off.
Said she was listening and she thought I was funny. That was kind of weird.
Did you think I was funny?
She didn't mention you.
I guess I could just ask her. Did you think I was funny?
Christy, do you think
I can't find this photo, so I'm ticked.
That's okay. But yeah, it's nice they listen. They're really nice people. Christy took me on a tour of her house.
Yes, she did.
Whole house. It was fun.
That's fun.
They have a nice house.
Yeah.
I like it.
It is. I like it, too.
Yeah. They're just real wholesome people.
Literally the most wholesome ever.
Yeah.
Ugh. They make me happy, you know? They make me dinner, and they make me happy. I owe them, bro, big time, for everything they've ever done for me, ever. Literally, I owe them.
Yeah.
I owe them so much dinner.
Yeah, that's fair.
So much dinner.
I don't know. People like hosting.
But Christy makes the best bread you'll ever eat in your entire life.
Whoa.
Dude.
She makes it herself.
Yes.
My mama started to do that.
Christy, if you were listening, that bread is to die for. Is to die for. It is absolutely to die for.
What kind of bread is it?
Bread.
Bread.
Um,
Just regular old.
I don't
dinner
know.
bread?
I mean, it's dinner bread, but like, she like broils it with like a butt ton of butter, and it's just like, so good. I will say,
Okay.
Christy, I'll say this if you're listening.
She is.
She definitely is.
Trust.
What? Trust. If you're listening, that's like, if I was on death row, I would want that to be one of my dinner sides.
Ooh.
I'm serious.
That's a good question.
I would want that to be one of my sides. I would have that. But I would not let them make it. I would say it has to come directly from Christy Brink's oven.
Fair. I watched Good Mythical Morning.
Wow, we're dropping first and last names.
Good Mythical
We
Morning.
both did. No.
What?
Christy.
She listens to the podcast.
I know.
And we're talking good about her. I think
That is true.
I think Hannah and Robin didn't like us dropping names because you called Coach. I won't say his last name again. D-bag. Huh? No. Baseball.
Oh.
You called him a D-bag immediately on the podcast.
Well, I mean, he is.
I'm just
spitting it out. It is, bro.
I don't want to talk bad about people, and I don't even think that's like really talking bad about them, but
No, it's not really talking bad about him.
I don't
because
think they would do
I would shake his hand and look him directly in the eye and say, respect to my man.
it. Okay. So,
But I mean,
if
I'm
you're
just
talking
calling
good
you-
about people, call them out.
And he could be nice now. I'm just saying during that meeting, I was like,
Anyway, I watch Good Mythical Morning basically every day.
I don't really want to talk about this.
Well, I do because it has to do with something.
All right.
So you talked about like on death row, like what would you have for your last meal?
Yeah.
Their like chef that they make all their food has his own channel that's tied in with Good Mythical Morning, and he's a really funny dude. He went to UCLA, but he interviews people now
Oh,
and has their last meal. And that's how they just kind of talk about death and like how their life has gone, like what they would change, stuff like that, like real deep conversation. And they make their entire last meal, whatever they want. They
some
make
of them
it.
are really sad.
Yeah. Like
I mean, it's like,
and he's interviewed like very big names. Like Tom Hanks has been on there. I think Shaq. Bunch of people. It'd be good to watch. But I just thought about you saying that. Like I wonder what my last meal would be.
what would it be?
I don't know. Crab legs has to be on it.
Yeah, I think I'm eating a butt ton of crab, but I want the crab out of the shell. And I'm talking like 4 pounds. And then Christy brings bread on the side.
Yeah.
And then probably some steamed broccoli,
Mm.
extra salt, really yummy. I love broccoli, bro. Steamed broccoli is so good.
I had steamed broccoli today.
It's so good.
I like broccoli.
Tell me it isn't.
I like broccoli.
What else? Oh, probably chicken parm. Not chicken parm. Chicken Alfredo.
From specifically where, or you just want
I
chicken
want
Alfredo?
like a really good homemade like Alfredo sauce. So I'd have like 4 pounds of crab, a little bit of that, some broccoli, probably a full blown loaf of her bread.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, you're gonna die, so you gotta
you might as well die from a
eat
heart
it all.
attack.
Yeah, eat it all now.
Yeah, it's like I'm gonna choose the way I go.
Can't
You're
get
not
any
gonna let
worse.
this share me. I'm gonna absolutely clog my arteries, and I'm gonna go right after this meal.
Can't get any worse.
And then for dessert, I'm got carrot cake.
You like carrot cake?
Oh my gosh, I love it.
Interesting. From
And it's
specific place, or
Like a slice of carrot cake and a slice of cookie cake.
Ooh,
Cookie
Nice.
cake is so good.
I like cookie cake.
Yeah, carrot
That's a good
cake.
last meal.
Oh my gosh, dude, that's a great last meal.
Yeah,
I'd
it is.
smash that right now.
Yeah.
Carrot cake is so good, bro.
I would have crab legs, but I wouldn't have it all unshelled.
It is, but it's kind of fun getting it out and satisfying yourself.
I want it all to be the last like big piece of the leg.
Yes.
Not the little like
Not the
break
little
off.
claws that
I
you
get
get,
a
like-
little meat.
Yes.
Not break off. I get a little
I'm
meat.
talking
Not
the
break off. I
big
get a
leg
little
where I
meat.
can just like
I want the
and
thing
then just pull.
where I
them
get
out.
that
Yes.
crab leg pull. I
Yes.
need that in my life.
I could actually second that. I say like 2
Yeah.
of the pounds are already out of the shell, and then 2 pounds are in that.
Pulling.
long.
I'm
Yeah,
pulling them
yeah.
out. Yeah. Or you get a dude to half crack all of them.
get a dude.
No, to half crack all of them. So all you get to do is just pull it out. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Get a dude. I'll get it.
You know what I'm saying though?
What'd you say? I actually didn't hear you.
Like basically have someone half crack them all, so the meat is halfway out already, and you just get to unsheath.
I
it
like the crack
and eat it.
sometimes.
Fair enough.
I crack it down the middle, soft enough. I like crack it to where I crack it
A
hard
nice light
enough,
crack,
but
light
soft
crack.
enough to where it doesn't break the meat.
And then fork it out. Yeah. So I'd probably have crab leg. Yeah. Yeah, probably have crab leg. How long have we been going? A little over an hour. Yeah. So crab leg, I would like it. Yeah, crab leg. I want a big ol' filet mignon. From
I might add some of that too.
No, you're done. You're done.
Please.
You're done.
Please.
From Ruth's Chris.
Get out of business.
They are not. Why'd you say that?
Pretty sure they.
I'm pretty sure we go there every New Year's Eve. So
I'm
maybe
pretty sure they're going out of business.
Oh shoot, are they really?
Maybe it's another.
Look it
it's
up.
another
I'll
place.
continue. So I'd have a big old steak from there, filet mignon specifically, no fat, and I want extra butter. And for dessert,
Extra butter.
yeah, extra butter. For their dessert, I want creme brulee from there too. A big old coconut cream pie.
I think it was just bought out.
By who? Doesn't matter.
Olive Garden parent. Darden Restaurants
Darden. They spelled garden wrong.
completed 715 million acquisition of Ruth's Chris Steakhouse. Wow. Crazy.
Ruth's Chris is only worth 715 million.
That's a lot.
Yeah, it is kind of a lot.
It's so much.
I don't know. I always hear like billions for companies, right?
Billions.
I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe. I mean, it's hard to become a $1 billion company. I don't know. It's hard to become a $1 billion company.
Fair.
Like Robin's company that she works for is massive, especially overseas. They're like huge,
Mhm.
and they haven't reached $1 billion yet. They're like, I think they're really close, but they haven't reached it yet.
Are they Ruth's Chris level or are they less?
Probably more, but they haven't reached $1 billion yet, and they're huge.
What else would I want? Any breakfast food? Oh, I'd want my favorite burger ever in the world. It's from Ford's Garage.
Oh, so good.
It's
And they like
it's got arugula on it. It's
and
got
they stamp the bread with their.
oh yeah
They like they what do they do?
what?
What's the thing you do? The back of a cow.
Huh?
You a brand.
Oh yeah,
A
you
brand.
brand it.
Yeah. They
Yeah, the
brand
burger.
it.
It's got arugula. It's got my favorite cheese. What's it called? Smoked Gouda.
Gouda.
Smoked Gouda, man.
That's my favorite cheese.
Smoked Gouda has to be everyone's favorite.
That's my favorite cheese.
How can you beat smoked Gouda?
Gouda
Gouda
cheese.
cheese.
Gouda cheese. That should be our intro.
What else? Yeah. Okay. What else does it have on it? It's got
Okay.
Yeah.
It's got some jam.
Zesty
I
out.
think it's like onion jam, bacon jam. something like
Bacon.
that.
I
It's
like
so
their
good.
jam. I like
It's
their
so
jam.
I want that burger right now, dude.
And then like they toot the horn every hour. You know, it's like,
That car horn.
yeah.
What else would I want?
Ooh.
Any appetizers? I don't think so.
Bread. Dude, you gotta try Christy Spring bread.
Okay, no offense. I'm gonna say it. I'll put it out there. I'm not a big bread person. I just don't.
You would like her bread. Tell
I mean-
Christy.
Sure, I would. Hey, leave a comment if
Yeah.
I would like your bread.
You would, yeah. Leave a comment. Yes.
I don't know.
You would love
I'm just not a bread person. I don't like pasta either, really. What else don't I like?
You don't like pasta, dude.
I just don't crave pasta.
Oh, I had pasta today.
Like Olive Garden, haven't eaten there.
I
in
basically
5
had
years.
pasta for breakfast.
Ew.
No, I had it for brunch.
I eat
Because
eggs
after
a
church, I
lot.
just ate so much pasta. I'm just like, no.
Yeah. No, pasta's bad.
so good.
I probably have a
bad.
fluffernutter. I want a fluffernutter.
You suck as a man.
Say it in my face. Again.
Did what? Again.
I just don't crave pasta. Like I'll eat
Yeah, you do.
pasta, But like spaghetti is not that good.
Okay, no one said spaghetti.
Spaghetti is pasta.
It is.
So you're gonna tell me what?
That's not even close to the best pasta there is.
Okay, but
that's
it's pasta.
bottom tier. That's bottom tier pasta.
So you're not mad at me for not liking spaghetti?
I'm not mad at you for not liking spaghetti. I'm saying like chicken Alfredo.
Alfredo's
shrimp
fine.
Alfredo,
Yeah, it's fine. Shrimp, I don't like shrimp.
Scampi. Shrimp
Scampi. What is scampi?
I don't know.
I just know shrimp comes before it every
There's
single
this
time.
insanely
Chicken scampi?
good
Never heard of
pasta. Never heard of it.
Beef scampi?
Couldn't be a thing.
Impossible.
Yeah. No.
Vegan
There's this
scampi?
insane
Get out of my
pasta
restaurant.
dish at Olive Garden that I get, and I don't know if it's just like a scampi.
You don't even know what scampi is.
I have to see the name of it.
Shrimp.
But it's
Shrimp
all
scampi.
My favorite thing about pasta is this might sound absolutely diabolical. I love that word, first of all. I use it too much now.
No, don't apologize. Use it more.
So this might sound crazy.
Diabolical. Some may say.
This might sound anabolic.
Steroids. This might sound.
I
maybe
love
so.
getting pasta and eating it and then leaving leftovers and then eating it the next day because like when you
You like crust?
no
Pasta crust?
when you let it sit in the like homemade pasta, there's so much butter in the sauce. When you put it in the fridge and you let it sit, the butter
Congeals.
and the sauce, they like separate from each other, and the butter's just sitting at the bottom. Then you warm it up and the butter's just like floating on the bottom, and then you just like dip your pasta in the butter. Dude, I like leftover pasta more than when I first eat it. It's so diabetes.
Diabolical.
It is super diabetes, dude.
Nah, I'm not into that. That's not me.
What is you?
PB&J's. I want a Fluffernutter to
Fluffernutter
be
sounds
on my
good.
death row meal.
Those
Last
are
meal.
good. Those are good.
Fluffernutter. Ooh. I want to start trying crunchy peanut butter.
Crunchy peanut butter is good.
Is
It's
it?
highly underrated.
Yeah, I think I might get some.
You will.
Okay. Appreciate it.
Oh.
Do you have anything else to talk about? I have another story.
I have
I'll
one
try.
other food that this might sound really crazy.
Yeah.
That like Robin has never even heard me say.
Talk about your last meal.
No, not
Just
the
in
last
general,
meal.
something you
It's
like.
just like this is solid. Have you ever had a flaxseed chip? They're healthy. and
I'm
they're
not from
yummy.
California, so I don't partake.
They're
but-
yummy and healthy,
Mhm.
and then you dip it in some hummus.
I don't like hummus.
I didn't either until I did this the other day at work. Someone brought it in.
Bussin'.
Was so good.
Should we do bussin' or nussin' next episode?
Bussin' or nothing.
Is that what we're calling it? Does it bus?
Does it bus?
Yeah, I think we should. I'll get us something. I
Bet.
don't know what I'm gonna get, but it'll be a surprise.
Okay.
So
Bet.
yeah, next episode we're gonna start something that we originally said we were gonna be our whole podcast based
this
on.
was the entire podcast idea, and then it is like,
Nah.
this is it's gonna be a segment.
Yeah. Basically, my thought, you can say if it's different. My thought process was like basically fast foods and everything like come out with some random,
They
like
do.
absolutely random,
Yeah.
off the wall crap
Yeah.
that doesn't stay on their normal menu this whole time, but it'll come out for like a month. Like
Yeah.
Taco Bell has these probably weird things that come out,
Right.
and then they take them away, and then they come out and they take them away.
Or like
so,
prime example, like when Popeyes came out with their crispy like it's been around forever now, but their crispy chicken sandwich,
Right.
and the whole debate
Right,
was
right.
like, what's better? Yeah,
Mhm.
that'd be like perfect case scenario.
something like that. So just something that like maybe not everybody has seen, tasted, know about, but something that like would be fun to eat and just like talk about a little bit,
Mhm.
and then continue our podcast. But we might just bring some food in next
And
time
we
and
rate it. Essentially, we rate it.
yeah, just say how it is, how it tastes.
But it's not just fast food. I don't think. I think we
No.
also want to try some like crazy,
yeah,
cuisines,
off the wall stuff.
like exquisite nuts. That sounded terrible.
Exquisite. So
Get the butter now.
yeah.
Spread your legs, boy.
Oh my god. No.
Anyway,
Some Rocky Mountain oysters. Oh my gosh. So we might start that next episode.
Crickets.
I've had scorpion before.
Yeah, so something like that.
Did you
How
ever
do
go
we
to
get our hands on that?
scorpions?
On anything
Let's
like
go to the
that.
zoo. They're free.
They,
No, they come in those suckers, you know? Have you ever been there? I used to I begged my mom to get me a scorpion sucker because I wanted to know
from
what it
what?
tasted like.
Like
Just the...
that gym store in Cincinnati?
No. The zoo. Literally go to the zoo.
And
In
they
the
buy
gift
them.
shop, they have suckers with like scorpions or crickets or ants in them.
Ew.
They're just crunchy and dry. It does not taste good. But the sucker is just normal. Green apple or something. So,
Anyway.
Yeah, we might start that next episode. So, Hannah, leave a comment. Zach, grow up. And then, yeah.
Oh, and Christy.
Christy.
Tell them how good that bread be.
Yeah, we appreciate you.
Yeah.
Making bread.
And I love you, Robin.
Bread.
See what I did there.
Yeah, you want to end it there? That was a pretty good place to end, or do you want to talk about anything else?
Let's end it there.
Sounds good.
Give me some.
No. Before that, listen. Before we end it, no, that's a good place to end.
I just like the way that that's such a bad outro.
I
You
know.
wanna, end it there. Or... Go ahead.
No, our outros suck anyway. But Amy, Team Money's wife.
Yeah.
If she listens to the pod still, she said she listened to a couple podcasts, but she somehow complained that our podcast was too long.
Yeah.
How does that work? She said it's an hour and 30 minutes. I think that's just too much.
Which is fair.
Well, Amy, I think every podcast is over an hour.
Oh, you're so mad at her.
Yeah, I'm going to give a little stats to Amy.
Well, Amy.
I didn't want to say it because I didn't hear her say it to me.
Well, Amy.
Okay, that's not me. I didn't raise my finger.
Sounded like you.
But that's kind of what a podcast is. Like, if your podcast is 10 minutes, that's a YouTube clip. That's what YouTube's for.
Yeah,
right?
so basically, Amy, get wrecked.
No, I'm not mad at her. I'm just saying I didn't get it. So, Amy, this podcast will be an hour and 17 minutes.
We'll see you guys next week.